The Health Department recently launched a simultaneous cleanup drive to eliminate dengue breeding sites. This comes amid rising cases of the disease. For more on this, we have on the line DOH Assistant Secretary Albert Domingo. ASEC Domingo, good afternoon to you.
Yes, hi Mai, good afternoon and good afternoon to all of our viewers and listeners.
First off, ASEC, how many dengue cases have been recorded so far, and what areas have recorded the most number of cases? If we may recall, Quezon City just declared a dengue outbreak that was almost 2 weeks ago because of a 200% rise in dengue cases from the previous year.
Right, as of February 15, Mai, our dengue case count nationwide from January 1 to February 15 is still at 43,732. This is 56% higher compared to the 27,995 cases recorded in the same period last year. We did see a slight plateauing, a slowdown in the number of cases in the increase. For example, from January 5 to 18, the number nationwide was tallied at 15,904, but this declined by 5% to 15,134 from January 19 to February 15. The top three regions where we are seeing many cases are still Calabarzon, this is Region 4A, with 9,113 cases, followed by the National Capital Region at 7,551, and finally the Central Luzon Region, or Region 3, at 7,362. There are 17 local government units that are considered to be hotspots. It's up to them to declare if there is an outbreak, and Quezon City is one of them.
But after Quezon City, ASEC, wala pa namang nagde-declare ng outbreak.
Nasa kanila yun, Mai, kasi in our law, Republic Act 11332, the power and the authority to declare outbreaks belongs to the local chief executive. So we'll have to wait if they will declare.
Right. So as we've mentioned, ASEC, the DOH has launched a program, a cleanup drive called Alas Cuatro Contra Mosquito. Tell us more about this.
Correct, Mai. Alas Cuatro Contra Mosquito is a reminder to all of us that every day, every single day, not just now, but for the whole year, every 4 o'clock, dapat lumalabas po tayo at hindi lang nagwawalis-walis. Let us look at the surroundings, areas where there will be accumulation of water. At kailangan ating tuyuin, yung sabi nga namin na tuyo, taktak, takip, taob. Yan yung mga kailangan nating gawin to make sure that the water does not accumulate and that mosquitoes will not breed. Kasi mosquitoes are the ones that bring dengue.
So, ASEC, what else should be done to prevent the rise of dengue cases? Tell us about some of the best practices for LGUs, for households, for schools. And ano po ba yung update doon sa, if I remember, there's this one program that offers cash rewards or prize money to catch mosquitoes.
Sige, let's begin with that program, yung sinasabi na binabayaran daw, yung piso para sa mosquito. We don't quite agree with that approach. So we understand that there are good intentions, but we have to look at what works. And what works is vector control. Now, yes, we do want to get rid. Gusto nating walang kiti-kiti, gusto nating walang lamok, pero hindi po kasi maganda yung bibigyan mo ng incentive para magbigay ng lamok at ng ating larvae or yung kiti-kiti. Mas maganda po, magbigay nilang tayo ng incentive sa cleanliness. For example, yung mga purok, no, na malinis at walang nakaipon na tubig, bigyan natin ng contest yun at yun ang ating incentivize. Now, for the schools, we've been hearing and we are in agreement na yung ibang schools, they no longer require yung nakapalda, yung skirt or shorts for the uniform while there is a dengue para bang incident going on. What they do is they require physical education uniforms, jogging pants para covered yung skin. And you can always use insect repellent lotions or sprays dun sa mga exposed skin para hindi makagat.
And experts have said na itong dengue hindi na seasonal, it's year-round.
Yeah, it's the climate change, no? Yung sinasabing extreme weather events. So, pag sinabi extreme weather, look at the date now. It's February 26, no? And yet we are hearing of flooding in Palawan because of the shear line. We're looking at the intertropical convergence zone. The Amihan, which used to be, sabi nga natin, lumalamig lang yan, pero it's still dry. It now brings with it some rains, and this is climate change. It's upon us, nangyayari na.
So as a reminder to our viewers, what are the dengue symptoms to look out for? Kasi it's alarming that there have been deaths recorded from dengue, especially doon nga sa Quezon City.
The number of deaths we are recording, Mai, compared to the number of cases we are detecting is actually in an acceptable range. Don't get me wrong, bawat buhay mahalaga. Pero in public health, we look at the case fatality rate. Ibig sabihin, pagka every 1,000 Filipinos with dengue, ilan na namamatay? We're looking at around 4 every 1,000 Filipinos. That's an acceptable number because countries like Singapore, more advanced health systems, they're detecting and treating the same rate. So CFR, case fatality rate, is at 0.38% as of the latest. We want to bring it further down. And yung mga sintomas tulad ng lagnat na mataas yung temperatura, 40 degrees and up, dapat first day pa lang, pinapakonsulta na natin yan. Kasi hindi naman kailangan umabot sa punto na dinudugo tayo kung tayo ay alam kagad na dengue at nahahydrate.
Oo nga, let me clarify that, Asek, kasi nakaka-alarma ang sinasabi ko dahil bakit umaabot na namamatay yung pasyente?
Okay. So if you're concerned na bakit hindi dinadala kagad, tama ka doon na may na hindi natin inaantay. We should not wait na parang kasi nagkakaroon ng perspective na baka pag dinala ko sa ospital lalo na sa usapang gastos, natatakot. Well, to also update everyone, PhilHealth has already increased its case rates for dengue. For mild dengue, yung dating 10,000 tinaas nila to 19,500. Yung severe dengue umabot na ng 47,000. And that's important kasi wag kong matatakot ang ating mga kababayan kapag nagkonsulta sila. Pwede mo konsulta at hindi ganun kalaki yung gastos.
Magandang balita yan, Asek, na tumaas yung coverage para dito sa dengue, no?
Correct. And at saka napansin kasi namin, May, na may mga pasyente hindi pupunta kasi nga sasabihin, hindi lang ako pupunta, baka mamaya hindi nga ako duguin pero duguin naman yung wallet ko. Ay ngayon hindi na po. Inaayos po ng PhilHealth para hindi ho duduguin yung ating wallet.
Also, as a reminder to our viewers, Asek, how do you distinguish it from just the flu?
Right. Number one is the fever. 40 degrees centigrade, 40 centigrado, pataas ang dengue natin. And dengue symptoms are often accompanied by headache, particularly yung sinasabi nilang pain behind the eyes. Masakit yung ulo sa loob, sa likod ng ating mata. Then you can also have rashes and sometimes vomiting, pagsusuka, at yung pagkaduwal. Pero as I remind, sa lagnat pa lang, kahit day 1 pa lang, dalhin nyo na po sa doktor para ma-check. Kasi kung hindi naman dengue yan, at least peace of mind and maasikaso natin kung ano man yung ibang cause.
Okay, tama. Maraming salamat. Thank you for your time this afternoon, Asek. Maraming salamat.